You love it? Oh, I thought you said you loved it. I was about to cast the demon out of you. Oh, gosh. Pastor Locke. Go lay hands, brother. Sling some oil on that woman. Beat that butt, whatever it takes. I don't know. My gosh, it's good to be with you guys tonight. Y'all had a good day?
Yeah.
It's Friday night in Texas. We're going to have us a little music. We're going to have a little honky-tonk time. They advertised us as the Ragamuffin Gospel Band just to get y'all in here, but we're not. We're a bunch of heathens that like to have fun, and we're going to see if we can indoctrinate you a little bit. My name is Chad Prather. I'm what they call an internet sensation. A lot of internet sensations around this weekend. That's just a 21st century way of saying we're unemployed, but we're popular.
Yeah. That's right.
And had no idea a couple of years ago when I put my camera phone on the dashboard of my truck, started talking to it, that millions of people were going to waste their time watching it.
Yeah.
And but they did. Thank God they did, because it gave me a career and made me a little money. And I don't have a boss anymore. That's fantastic.
Yes.
And but no, I'll tell you what, man. I love this country. I love this state. I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but I'm running for governor here in the state of Texas. Trying to primary Greg Abbott in 2022, and people say, "Oh, we love Greg Abbott." That's because you don't know what he's doing, which is nothing. He hears what Ron DeSantis over in Florida. He hears what DeSantis says, and then he puts his finger up in the air and feels the winds and sees what popular opinion says. And he says the same thing 5 days later. The problem is Ron's over there doing it, and our governor's not. And there's a lot of stuff happening. And a lot of things. We're in the middle of a Texas legislature right now, and I don't know if y'all realize that, but they just cast down a bill that said that the governor can still mandate masks in the case of a, quote, pandemic. Now, that doesn't tell you what a pandemic is, so we could have allergy season, and ragweed starts blowing in the wind, and we got to put a mask on, or as I like to call it, a half-face safe space. And y'all tired of the masks? Yeah. CDC just came out and said you can take your masks off as long as you're outside and you've been fully vaccinated, but if you go inside, you got to put your masks on. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. And then Joe Biden comes out and says, "You're either vax or you mask." And I won't tell you, go to my Twitter, @WatchChad, and see the choice words I had for our Führer in chief. But we got a crazy thing going on in this country, man. We got Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and I just go ahead and tell you what I call them: pee pads and knee pads. I'm reasonably unapologetic, and I ain't apologizing to you for that. I heard a couple of Baptist buttholes pucker right up, and the wind just kind of left the room. Some of you are going to get up and go get a drink at the bar. And I'm going to see a little suction mark on that cushion you sit on there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Well, let's have a little fun tonight. I'm going to welcome to the stage my buddies. And if you put your hands together and welcome them, I'm going to bring them out here. We call ourselves the Ragamuffins. Because that's what we are. A couple of months ago, I was sitting on the couch there at my house, and I was picking and singing a song, and I said, "Man, the acoustics in this room pretty doggone good." And so I called my buddy Steve Helms. He's the Texas legend. Man's got 6 studio albums out, and I tell him he's a legend because he's old, but he's a talented man. And Steve, and then my buddy Bobcat, Ben McPherson over here, I called him up. I said, "Y'all come over to my house." And so we started a little 3-piece deal, and it was so good, man. I just found the Lord in my living room singing honky-tonk songs. And so we started doing that, and I said, "We got to give ourselves a name." And so I came up with the name Ragamuffins, because that kind of describes us. Steve didn't know what that meant, so he had to Google it and see that it meant that,
I still don't know what it means.
And then my buddy Jody Booth over here from down in southern part of Texas, down in Livingston, Texas, which is somewhere in the middle of nowhere between here and Houston, hollered at him, and he came on board as well. So give him a big round of applause, folks. Let's have some fun tonight. Now, one of the things we realized, I said, "Let's do this. We're going to have fun." I said, "What I want to do is y'all see if you can surprise me and stump me with songs that I don't know." Turns out I don't know most songs. So that game wasn't fun for very long. But I told them I got me an iPad right here.
That's right.
And y'all can't stump me. So let's have some fun. What do y'all want to start with?
Cross Canadian ragweed.
Cross Canadian ragweed?
Yeah.
All right, request time is now over.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Thank you, Gary G. Gary B. GB. Gary Brugman, everybody. This man, how many in here's got a presidential pardon? This guy right here. Border Patrol agent right here. Got hosed by the Bush administration. Upheld by the Obama administration. Donald Trump set the man free. God bless you, brother. He was wrongfully accused by doing his job, man. And one of the things we got to do down there at the border is we got to shut that sucker down and let Border Patrol agents and ICE agents actually do their job. See, if I build a wall, when I'm building, I want to build a wall that's so big, it's got like a monorail on top of it, and like stores in it, like you can go shopping in the wall. Like we'll have a mall wall, and you can have, if you're hungry, you can eat at the Wall burgers, and you can shop in the Walmart. You need your drugs, you can get them at the Walgreens. And just big old place. And we're gonna shut all the border down. If you want to get into this country, we're gonna set up Mexican Ninja Warrior courses. And you gotta if you get across, you can stay. And the only place we're gonna have windmills for energy, we're gonna use them as a final obstacle right on the wall, right there. So little Pepe and Tito got to get across there, pregnant Consuela. Well, we're not going to hurt them. We're going to put little cushions on the end of the fan blade. Just pop them right back into Juarez. Hispanics hate that joke right there. Let's sing a song. Come on with it, son.
I'm sorry, I think he's funny as hell.
Day after day, I'm more confused. And I look for the light through the pouring rain. No that's a game that I hate to do. And I'm feeling the strain. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Won't you take me away? Beginning to think that I'm wasting time. I don't understand the things I do. The world outside is so unkind, and I'm counting on you to carry me through. Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Come and take me away. When my mind is free, no melody can move. When I'm feeling blue, the guitar's coming through to soothe me. Thanks for the joy that you give me. I want you to know that I believe in your soul. Rhythm and rhyme and harmony, and you help me along, making me strong. Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost, rock and roll and drift away. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. To me, that kind of sums up this last year with the COVID virus and the nonsense. It's been up to me and you to take care of each other. We didn't need a bunch of mandates to tell us to put a mask on or to separate or anything. I kind of enjoyed the 6-foot separation thing, though, honestly. Just keep people away from you. But what I say, and I don't know if you've had the COVID or the coronavirus or whatever, don't raise your hand either, because they'll put you in jail around here. I always tell people, I said, let's just look to left and right at our neighbors and spit in each other's mouth, and let's get this thing over with. Be all right. You boys, what you got? You want me to go spit in your mouth? That's nasty.
Lick the mic.
Gonna hold who needs holding, mend what needs mending, walk what needs walking, though it means an extra mile. Pray what needs praying, say what needs saying, 'cause we're only here for a little while. Hey, I stood singing songs and saying amen, saying goodbye to an old friend. Seems so long. Working hard, baby dollar, putting off till tomorrow the things we should have done. Maybe start thinking, what's the hurry while we're running? I don't like what I'm becoming. Gonna change my style, take my time, and I'll take it all for granted, 'cause we're only here for a little while. Hold it now. Gonna hold who needs holding, mend what needs mending, walk what needs walking, though it means an extra mile. Pray what needs praying, say what needs saying, 'cause we're only here for a little while. Like I'll never see tomorrow, treat each day as though it's borrowed, like it's precious as a child. Oh, take my hand, let us reach out to each other, 'cause we're only here for a little while. Gonna hold who needs holding, mend what needs mending, walk what needs walking, through it needs an extra mile. Pray what needs praying, say what needs saying, 'cause we're only here for a little while. Gonna hold who needs holding. Yeah! I think there's a little gospel in that right there. Might as well be. We've had to look after each other, folks. It's been a crazy deal, man. We got, I'll tell you, one of the things, we live in the greatest country on the planet. We really do. We live in the greatest country that's ever existed in the history of the world. And, you know, we got tens of thousands of people trying to get in this country at the southern border. Can't get a single celebrity to leave. And, see, I want to build a wall at the Canadian border, too. Because it's those white folks I can't trust. Because they come down here and make billions of dollars in our industries, you know, Hollywood and whatever, and then they complain. They always say, if somebody gets elected, we're moving to Canada. They never say they're going to Mexico, even though it's cheaper. Man, they're a bunch of racists. And I want to set up human-sized catapults and slingshots along the northern border. And every time Barbara Streisand or Michael Moore or somebody like that says something, I'm going to just suck them right over there. I might need some help pulling Michael Moore's rubber band back, though. That's a big old boy. That's a hoss. We need to send, he's Canadian, though. Send him back. Send Justin Bieber back. Jim Carrey back.
Not the Beebs.
The Beeps. You can keep Ryan Reynolds because I know you got a crush on him. Yeah. We'll send Nickelback back. It's all kind of stuff. What are we going to sing next for these fun folks? Which one of them? Oh my gosh, you're going to get me at church. Here, you ready? Y'all can sing this one.
Yes.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to feed, and grace my fears relieved. How precious is that grace of thee. I first believed. Sing it with us. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Some glad morning, when this life is over, I fly away to the land of God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. Come on, y'all. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Do it again. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Oh. Everybody. Yeah. We call it Bobcat because I don't mind telling you good folks here that we were up in Casper, Wyoming doing a show. And well, Ben's a sinner and he had a little much to drink. And, hang on a minute. This is water, you heathens. Reprobates. The Lord did another miracle. Ben, we were in Casper, Wyoming, and Ben got a little sick. I don't know if he ate something or what it was, but we were in this restaurant, this establishment. Okay, it was a bar, and we were sitting there, and it had taxidermy just everywhere. Like somebody went on a killing spree and stuffed all these animals. And so Ben, he comes running up to us. He said, "We gotta go." And I said, "What's wrong?" He said, "Man, I just threw up a bobcat."
Threw up on the Bobcat.
That happened.
And I said, we got to go before the acid of your stomach starts melting the fur off or something. And we run out of there, and he thought it was a trash can over the thing, and it was a bobcat. So next week, me and Steve, we were over, and we'd done a show down in New Braunfels, Texas, and Steve, he was, me and him went over to Greene, Texas, to have lunch one day, get away from the kids. And, he got all those antique stores over there, and I grew up, my mother was an antique dealer, and I said, I'm gonna go to one of these antique stores and see if they got a stuffed bobcat. Because, you know, they got all that junk in there, man. And I went in there and I said, y'all got a stuffed bobcat? And the lady said, no. And I said, I bet you got one. I'm gonna walk around here for a minute, because they got stuff everywhere. And I went back there, and Steve was sitting at the front of the store, and he could hear me screaming from the back. I said, Steve, they got one! And I come walking up there, I paid $100 for a bobcat head. Called my mom on the phone, told her that story. She said, son, you're making too much money. Yeah. But we started putting it on stage with us.
It's at the cleaner. It's been through up on it again.
Hey, let's do let's do one of them Jody Booth songs. Let's do it. Y'all okay with an original song you're gonna fall in love with?
Yeah.
Wrote this with my friend, Mr. Tim Nichols. I never ran around Carolina. That was the one thing I couldn't make her believe. I made music and it made me lonely. She got tired of all worry and watching me leave. Now as I ride this 747, taking my music east across the pond, I realized they were right over Raleigh, that I cheated on Caroline with a song. So by the time I'm over Carolina, she'll be waking up in Tennessee. By the time I'm over Carolina, Carolina will be well over me. Now I make that same trip a lot more often, across the Atlantic, to play my guitar. And just when I think I'm over Carolina, I can see her face in the lights of Charlotte, and it still breaks my heart, 'cause the thing she loved the most about me was the same thing that drove her away. A lot of leaving comes with this music, and she loved me too much to make me stay. So by the time I'm over Carolina, she'll be waking up in Tennessee. By the time I'm over Carolina, Carolina will be well over me. By the time I'm over Carolina, she'll be waking up in Tennessee. By the time I'm over Carolina, Carolina will be well over me. Carolina will be well over me.
riding over here. I'm gonna write a song. It's gonna be like a cowboy song, though. And I was riding over here, and I could think of like an opening riff, and I was like, this is how far I got with it. You hear that?
Sounds like a hit.
Like, I'm working on that song hard, dude, because I like that opening riff, and I didn't know if it should be like a plowboy or a cowboy. Or,
I'm a plowboy.
I'm a plowboy. Like a little four-chord, yeah. We'll work on that tonight. Maybe we'll write the song together here. Could y'all, I mean, that sounds like a pretty good opening riff, right?
Yeah.
Nope, not that. This reminds me of another song I wrote. Anyway. Y'all, I grew up in the state of Georgia. I had to get out of there to Texas. I had to get away from the family business of meth. And let me tell you a good thing about growing up in the trailer park is you don't have to worry about it being haunted. If you die, nobody's coming back. But I got a cousin. We were so country. I got a cousin that got arrested for selling chicken salad sandwiches at a cockfight. And
Gotta have a permit.
gotta have a permit. That's what happened. She got arrested. I wrote this song. I'm gonna sing it for you. Y'all, I've made a living being unapologetic, and I refuse to apologize, especially to the left, to the cancel culture, anybody else. So, that's right. And I got 5 kids, and let me tell you, I got great kids, right? I got a 23-year-old. She's off at a university across the country. I got a 21-year-old. She's at a university across the country. You know what? We sent them off. I said, you are not going to come back home with bad ideology. You're not going to do it.
Yes, that's right.
Because we're not going to send you to some brainwashing college campus out there with 30-year academicians who are professors and doctors and have done nothing but push papers around and test their theories on these children instead of doing it in the real world. And you're going to come back home Thanksgiving dinner and tell me how the Green New Deal is a good deal. And you're going to tell me how Bernie Sanders would have made a great president. And you're going to tell me... You go tell me that Joe Biden. Anyway, I'm just, if you do that, I don't care how old you are, kid, I'm going to beat your ass, all right? That's just what's going to happen. You can't get too big for daddy not to beat your ass. And they've done good, man. They've navigated it well. They've loved the Lord through the whole thing, and they do great. And I got 5 kids, fantastic. And the beauty of having a big family like that is you don't have to beat all of them. You can just cut one out of the herd. And you can beat her butt and let the rest of them watch.
Yeah, that's right.
And send her limping to her room and hope she's not the one that picks out your nursing home one day. So I wrote a song about that.
Oh my God.
Down I was selling to Walmart. Some kids were giving mama fits. The screams echoed through the parking lot, and it's a sound I can't forget. Yelling and crying over Captain Crunch. It was a riot, to be precise. Like hell broke loose in a Brady bunch, so I offered up my daddy's advice. You gotta beat their ass. Don't let your kids grow on up to be junkies, punks, or sluts. Beat their ass. With their tails. Time out is for losers. Keep your kids out of jail and beat their ass.
True story.
Now my kids, they're pretty good. I'd put them up against you all, because I don't have to worry if they're selling drugs at the mall. They don't drive drunk, they don't cause fights, they don't touch my thermostat. They're not out having sex tonight, and they'll never vote Democrat, because I beat their ass. I spanked them up. I'm gonna let those kids grow on up to be junkies, punks, or sluts. I beat their ass. I rip their tail. Time out, it's for losers. Keep your kids out of jail and beat their ass. The reason time out don't work is because that just gives them 10 minutes to think about the next round of stuff they're gonna do to you. So listen to me, mama. I ain't trying to be mean, but let's avoid the drama and keep those youngins from making a scene. Don't raise your kid for an electric chair when you can beat his ass instead. Raise him with a belt and prayer, just like my daddy said. Beat their ass! Whip them up! Don't let those kids grow up to be junkies, punks, or sluts. Beat their ass! Whip their tail! Oh my God. Time out sore losers, keep your kids' souls out of hell. Sing one of them grandpa songs over there. My grandfather, that's a beautiful thing, man. Man, if your parents weren't there to beat your butt, your aunts and uncles would beat your butt, and your grandparents would beat your butt, you call a neighbor, my mama called a neighbor and said, she's like, is Chad over at the house? My neighbor would be like, yeah, he's over here. It's like, beat him. Because I know he's acting up.
That was last week.
I know, man. I get to a certain age, you start to enjoy it.
I may move here. I may have to move here.
Every week I go to see my granddad. We sit and talk for hours on the swing. I love the time we spend out on the front porch. He'll say, get out your guitar, boy, and sing. Granddad never ceases to amaze me at the conversation he gets me into. But there ain't nothing that makes that man feel better than sitting out here just talking about the weather. Whether the yard should be mowed, or whether the mailman's gonna show, whether the dogs have been fed, or whether the sports page has been read, whether Sarah's going to the prom, whether I called and said hi to Mom. Talking about everything we're together, but mainly we just talk about the weather. They closed down the Domino Hall and all his friends have passed, so there's really not much left for him to do. But lately all that doesn't seem to matter now, 'cause early last spring the Lord caught Grandma too. As we sit here I think about the future. How time flies, you blink and then it's gone. I know he won't be around forever, so thank God for all this talking about the weather. Whether the yard should be mowed, or whether the mailman's gonna show, whether the dogs have been fed, or whether the sports page has been read, whether Sarah's going to the prom, whether I've called and said hi to Mom. Talking about everything we're together, but mainly we just talk about the weather. I help him button up his sweater. He's still talking about the weather.
Steve Helms, everybody! Don't you make me cry! Don't you make me cry!
Who's got Daniels in here?
Yeah.
There's no crying in country music.
There's a whole lot of cheating, drinking, and dying, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
When I wrote that song in Nashville, the next morning, I played it for a buddy that I was staying at his house. I said, man, I want you to hear this. He was getting ready to go to work. And I got about halfway through it, and he goes, good Lord! I go, what? He goes, I'm thinking I've written a hit here. He goes, you gonna kill off the whole damn family for a song. I said, Grandpa's not dying yet.
Grandpa ain't dead. Hey, you got one of them butt-beating songs?
Since you mentioned butt beatings,
Butt beating. We like they gonna say conservative comedian Chad Prather came to Allen, Texas last night advocating for child abuse. And he brought his cronies with him, so Jody got a butt beating song too. Y'all gonna like this one now.
I didn't write this, but I sure wish I did. since the day that I was born. One came here from England, it's been handed down for years. The other one was ordered from a catalog at Sears. One my mama read to me till I was well into my teens. The other one I thought was made just to hold up daddy's jeans. Till I told a lie and learned it had another purpose too. Out behind the shed my daddy said, this'll hurt me more than you. One had my daddy's name on it, the other said King James. With love they taught us lessons, but we feared them both the same. One led us to heaven, and the other left to welt. Those were the days when kids were raised with a Bible and a belt. To take back what I took. When I refused, my daddy grabbed my arm and said, come on. I needed more, he knew, than just Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Sometimes they made me cry, sometimes they made me fight and mad. Wish that I'd been raised without them, like some other children had. But now I'm grown with kids of my own, and I know just how they felt. Seems to me what the world still needs is a Bible and a belt. One had my daddy's name on it, the other said King James. With love they taught us lessons, but we feared them both the same. One led us to heaven, and the other hurt like hell. I miss the days when kids were raised with a Bible and a belt. I miss the days when we were raised with a Bible and a belt.
That's all right. I wish you'd have written that one too, because we'd make some money off of it. Jody Booth, everybody. Jody Booth. Mercy, that's good. I'm telling you, man. Oh, what if you followed it up with?
Oh, no.
That would never go. That's too. It doesn't like a GC.
People wouldn't buy that.
Wouldn't do it. It's all the same. Something like that. Like daily, just kind of everything's it's all the same.
Well, I'm quitting the band.
You know what? We never wanted you in the band anyway, Jody. You sing a bunch of crybaby songs about whooping people's butts. Oh, no. Hang on. Any single ladies out here? Ben is abstinent. No, he's here. Love song. Stuck on. Got a feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't Yes, I'm on my way. Needing a friend, and the way I feel now, I guess I'll be with you till the end. Yes, I'm on my way. Mighty glad you stayed. That's Lionel Richie, by the way.
Yeah.
Stuck on, been a fool too long. I guess it's time for me to come home. Yes, I'm on my way. So hard to see that a woman like you would wait around for a man like me. Yes, I'm on my way. Mighty glad you stayed. Who's falling in love? Oh, I'm leaving on that midnight train tomorrow,
He keeps coming back.
and I know just where I'm going. Packed up my troubles and I've thrown them all away. 'Cause this time, little darling, oh, I'm coming home to stay. I'm stuck on, been a fool too long. I guess it's time for me to come home. Yes, I'm on my way. So hard to see that a woman like you will wait around for a man like me. Yes, I'm on my way. Mighty glad you stayed. How about that little throwback? Ben's not really celibate or abstinent, whatever it was. I don't know those words. That sounds like a salad. A celibate salad. I'll have the celibate salad. Hey, y'all think Ben's...
With the vinaigrette abstinence.
Yeah. Y'all think Ben's mute, but he's not. The boy actually has a voice. Why don't you sing a song, Ben?
All right then.
Earn some money, son. It's not like you're playing an instrument. My gosh.
Saw your picture on a poster in a cafe out in Phoenix. Guess you're still the sweetheart of the rodeo. As for me and little Casey, we still make the circuit in a one-horse trailer and a mobile home. And she still asks about you all the time, and I wonder if we even cross your mind. But oh, sometimes I think about you and the way you used to ride out in your ride songs and your sequins with the sunlight on your hair. And oh, the crowd will always love you, but as for me, I've come to know everything that glitters is not gold. Already he's getting older, and last Saturday he stumbled, but you know I just can't bear to let him go. Little Casey, she's still growing, started asking questions. And there's just certain things a man just doesn't know. Her birthday came and you never even called. I guess we never crossed your mind at all. But then sometimes I think about you and the way you used to ride out in your rhinestones and your sequins, with the sunlight on your hair. And oh, the crowd will always love you. But as for me, I've come to know everything that glitters is not gold. Everybody said you'd make it big someday, and I guess that we were only in your way. But I know someday you're gonna know the cost. 'Cause for everything you win, there's something lost. But oh, sometimes I think about you and the way you used to ride out in your rhinestones and your sequins, with the sunlight on